All right, guys. Well, we all know every MAGA accusation turns out to be a confession. And one of the things that MAGA loves to accuse the LGBT community of, loves to accuse Democrats of, is grooming their children or harming their children. Well, we've got a couple stories today for you from the MAGA world involving just that. Yep. The story we have for you today is MAGA influencer and Fox News guest indicted on child sex abuse charges. A MAGA influencer known for posting sensationalized videos of homeless people in San Francisco was indicted Tuesday on federal charges of producing child abuse material. Wynne, 39, known as Raw Ricci, to his more than 100,000 Instagram followers, was first arrested in November and charged with pimping and pandering by procuring. He was taken into custody alongside a woman shortly after arriving at San Francisco International Airport. Now, those charges in San Francisco were for human trafficking offenses. Mr. Wynne was arraigned on November 27, 2024, and pleaded not guilty to all charges. He is charged with 1 count of pimping and 1 count of pandering by procuring. According to court discussions, Mr. Wynne was found in possession of phones which contained evidence of sex advertisements for a woman, communications of the woman being available to have sex in exchange for money, and the collecting of money. Prosecutors moved to have Mr. Wynne detained pending trial because of the public safety risk he poses. Now, while detained, Mr. Ricci here, they found some other stuff on his phone. The influencer was already being investigated by San Francisco police at the time of his November arrest and was named a suspect in the assault of a 15-year-old. Authorities say they found evidence on Wynne's cell phones and at his luxury apartment that indicated he was facilitating a sex work operation that spanned multiple cities. The document accuses Wynne of producing sex abuse material in April and October 2022 with 2 different minors. He is currently in federal custody, and if convicted, he would face a maximum of 30 years in prison and a $250,000 fine. And here's a little video of Mr. Ricci getting reported on local news.
A San Francisco social media influencer named Wynne is in trouble with the law again. He's already behind bars on suspicion of felony pimping charges, and now a federal grand jury has indicted him for producing child pornography. The new indictment says Wynne enticed 2 minors to, quote, engage in sexually explicit conduct. Prosecutors say he recorded the minors with the intentions of making money off the videos. He currently remains in custody in the pimping case. That's according to federal court records. Wynne goes by the name Raw Ricci 415 and
fucking gross. And of course, as far as Ricci's Fox News, Wynne built a social media following as a purported hard-on-crime activist by filming homeless people, sometimes harassing them, and showing drug use in San Francisco's Soma and Tenderloin districts. He has appeared on Fox News as a guest on Jesse Watters Primetime and Tucker Carlson Tonight. Well, I mean, I tell you guys all the time that good people support good people, and it turns out that the inverse is also true. Shitty people support shitty people. And that checks out if you guys remember the MAGA monkey torture video I made.
Did you think about the monkeys, the pain?
Not at that point. All I thought about at that point was money. Every video that popped up, I clicked it, put it in a file. Why? Because every file came with a $sign to me.
But if you thought that that was the only MAGA supporter that was going to be outed this week for harming children or torturing monkeys, well, you are in for a surprise, my friends. Not to be outdone by Raw Ricci, a Republican behind the Trump derangement bill accused of soliciting a minor. Republican State Senator Justin Eichorn was arrested hours after he introduced the bill. A right-wing Minnesota state senator who infamously co-sponsored a bill Monday to label Trump derangement syndrome as a mental illness was arrested hours later for allegedly soliciting a minor for prostitution. Senator Justin Eichorn was arrested at 6 p.m. Monday in Bloomington, Minnesota, and is being held in the city's jail after sending messages to and arranging a meetup with a person who he thought was a 16-year-old girl, but was actually a Bloomington Police Department detective. After the arrest was made public, his Republican colleagues in the Minnesota Senate, including Speaker of the House Lisa DeMuth, called for his resignation. Yet this dude just couldn't keep it in his pants. He had just, gotten a major erection from putting forth a TDS bill to make Trump derangement syndrome a mental illness. That got him really worked up. While he is entitled to due process, we must hold legislators to a higher standard, Demuth said in a statement. It's quite a fall for the 40-year-old Eichorn, who is married with 4 children and has served in the Minnesota Senate since 2016. His day began with himself and 4 other Republican senators introducing the bill to declare Trump derangement syndrome a mental illness. I think they might want to try those other 3 too to just see if it checks out, describing it as the acute onset of paranoia in otherwise normal persons that is in reaction to the policies and presidencies of President Donald J. Trump. The bill, of course, was attacked by state Democrats who asked that it be withdrawn. Democratic Senate Majority Leader Aaron Murphy called it possibly the worst bill in Minnesota history. If it is meant as a joke, it is a waste of staff time and taxpayer resources that trivializes serious mental health issues, which after watching Elon Musk and Doge, we could probably just guess that at this point, Republicans are just spending all of the taxpayers' money on trolling the libs. If the authors are serious, it is an affront to free speech and an expression of a dangerous level of loyalty to an authoritarian president. This isn't the first bill Eichorn has sponsored that has verged on the absurd. Last year, he co-sponsored a bill inspired by the discredited chemtrails conspiracy theory, which included pseudoscience such as xenobiotic electromagnetism and fields. Now, unless he resigns, he'll have to conduct legislative activity under suspicion of being a child sex offender. Well, the good news for Justin there is that it seems like he won't be the only MAGA Republican that is under that auspice. Maybe him and Lil Ricci can get together and share stories, and it seems like they might have some things in common. So once again, we see all the hypocrisy that is inherent within the MAGA Republican political realm. Pretty much any time that we hear one of these guys say that they dislike or hate something, it generally means that they are either themselves doing it or they definitely 100% support it. And it would be great if just once one of these MAGA haters that watch these videos were to come on here and to say, maybe even denounce one of these people. But as I said before, it seems as though, shitty people, they support shitty people. And that's how we got Donald Trump as our president. The thing that makes me probably the saddest about all of this is that even when Donald Trump's gone, these people are still going to exist. And that really sucks. I still think we should probably start some type of GoFundMe where we, give all these people a plane ticket to Russia or maybe just Alabama, and we just wall it off and maybe put cameras on the walls and watch them knife fight over cans of beans. Either way, you guys let me know what you think in the comments. You guys should probably go check out that torture video. It's sad, but it also lets you know a little something about Trump supporters and what they're willing to do for money. And don't forget, like, subscribe, turn on all notifications, and remember, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell, and check out that video on the screen now.